On the 13th of May 2026, a senior CIA officer sat down in front of the United States Senate and said something that should not have been possible to say. He said the CIA had seized 40 boxes of files related to MK-Ultra, files that were, at that exact moment, being prepared for public release by the Director of National Intelligence. The CIA has spent 50 years telling the American public that the MK-Ultra files were destroyed in 1973. Gone, completely unrecoverable, our history erased. In 2026, a man who worked inside the agency told Congress under oath that this was not true. My name is the voice behind creepy Chronicles, and MK-Ultra is the case that proves something uncomfortable, that some cover-ups do not stay in the past, they evolve. Every fact in the next 10 minutes comes from declassified CIA records, sworn Senate testimony, and the National Security Archive's official document collection. The history is confirmed. The 2026 development is unfolding in real time. Project MK-Ultra began in 1953. Run by the CIA's Office of Technical Service, its purpose was explicit: to develop drugs and procedures that could alter human behavior and break the human mind down to be rebuilt. Subjects were dosed with LSD without their knowledge, in social settings, in bars, in their own homes. The CIA's own deputy director later testified that more than 30 universities and institutions were involved in testing drugs on unwitting citizens at every level of society. In an operation called Midnight Climax, the CIA set up brothels in San Francisco. Clients were lured in, secretly dosed with LSD, and observed through one-way mirrors while agents filmed the sessions, to study how the drug affected men who would later be too embarrassed to ever talk about it. Far less known, and only confirmed by documents declassified between 2024 and 2025, Korean War prisoners in American custody were subjected to early versions of these experiments under a precursor program called Project Bluebird, including drug testing and polygraph interrogation with the explicit stated aim of controlling a person, to the point where they would act against their own self-preservation. In 1953, a civilian army employee named Frank Olson attended a meeting where CIA researchers secretly gave him LSD without his knowledge. Days later, he fell from the window of a New York hotel room. His death was officially ruled a suicide for over 20 years before the CIA admitted in 1975 what had actually happened to him. By 1973, journalists and Congress were closing in. CIA Director Richard Helms gave the order, burn it. Virtually every MK-Ultra file was destroyed. Except for one filing error. In 1977, a Freedom of Information Act request turned up 20,000 pages. That had been misfiled in a budget and financial records building, missed twice by accident during the destruction. Those 20,000 pages are the entire reason the public knows MK-Ultra existed at all. Which brings us directly to the month of May 2026. CIA Officer James Erdman III testified before the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. While the hearing was focused on an unrelated matter, Erdman told senators under oath that the CIA had taken back 40 boxes of JFK and MK-Ultra files that had been in the custody of the Director of National Intelligence, specifically while those files were being processed for declassification under a presidential executive order. He also alleged the agency illegally monitored the computers and phones of the investigators who were handling that declassification. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who chairs the House Task Force on Declassification, gave the CIA a 24-hour ultimatum to return the documents or face a subpoena. She told reporters the agency had claimed for decades that all records were destroyed, and now apparently those same destroyed documents were being actively seized back from the officials trying to release them. I want to be precise about what is confirmed and what is still unfolding. The historical record of MK-Ultra, the drugging, the brothels, the Korean War experiments, the 1973 destruction order, the 1977 discovery, all of that is confirmed, declassified, and a matter of public record. The 2026 allegation that the CIA seized back the very documents it once claimed no longer existed is sworn congressional testimony, currently under active investigation, with no resolution yet. Creepy Chronicles investigates the cases the official record would rather you stopped reading at the history book. MK-Ultra was supposed to have ended in 1973. In May 2026, someone with direct knowledge of the agency told Congress otherwise, and the boxes are still missing.